Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between TLO and Neeb on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. On the top left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is TLO from Team Liquid and the nation of Germany. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Neeb, sponsored by Ting. Again, I think the only StarCraft 2 player sponsored by Ting, so he's very unique that way, and he's from the United States of America. So it is a United States versus Germany match here. Again, two very, very good players. TLO, part of the old guard, been playing StarCraft 2 for a very, very long time. Back to the Wings of Liberty days. I think even like the beta of the Wings of Liberty days. Neeb is a newcomer, but he's good. He's good at this game for sure. So it's a ZVP, my favorite matchup between two of my favorite players. Honestly, TLO with his creativity, he actually started playing Terran. Did you know that? He used to play Terran back in Wings of Liberty. Had some really creative builds as well, and then just kind of brought his game on over to the Zerg race at some point in Heart of the Swarm, which might coincide with the time that Zerg was really good in Heart of the Swarm. I'm sure you Protoss and Terran fans know that. Holy Ling opening. Quick 6-Ling opening. Pull first out of TLO, which is in fact scouted by Neeb. This is why you scout, guys. This is why you scout. Now Neeb trying to wall off this area. He has to wall off the right side. He has to wall off the left side, but he has time. He has time to do it. The 6-Linger coming across the map, and actually TLO expanding to this base south of his main, which I don't understand. I don't understand the benefit to not just expanding here. It is natural, but hey, it's TLO. I'm not going to ask any questions. So there's your wall. A Zealot coming out because you don't need an Adept in the situation. A Zealot's going to be just fine. You don't have time to wait for an Adept is what it is. The Lings are going to show up. They're going to try to knock down the Cybernetics core, but I don't think they have enough DPS to really do it. They're going to try anyway. They're going to... How many can hit? 3, 2 Lings... 4 Lings can hit the gateway, and 2 Lings can hit the Cybernetics core. So they're just buying time right now. Get another... Actually get an Adept. Not another Adept, but one Adept coming in. Being Chrono Boost as fast as possible. And Neeb is responding to this absolutely perfectly. This is how good Neeb is at this game. The gateway is taking some additional hits, though. The Zealot moves out to get the Lings off the gateway from the right side. The Lings do get inside for a scout, but that's definitely a fair trade. Oh, shoot. Is this gateway going to die? No. Oh, the gateway dies! Oh, no. I thought he was going to get that Adept out for sure. The Lings are here. The Lings are on top of the Cybernetics core. There's a single Zealot. Poor single Zealot. Trying to do this thing by himself. Some probes are forced to be pulled off the line here as well, and the Cybernetics core does go down. The Cyber core goes down. Neeb was trying to go for a Nexus here, and probes doing pretty well against Lings. They're pretty fast, getting picked off. A couple of them die. How many Lings are still alive? There are still 5 Lings here. Are you kidding? Wait, no. 5 Lings have died. There are still 5 Lings. Okay, he just brought additional ones across the map. The Adept going to clean these out, just no problem whatsoever. The poor Zealot, just slow. Even against slow Lings, he's slow. He's like, come back, you guys. I want to hack you to death with my Psyblades. They're not interested. They're not interested in accepting that invitation. Gateway replacing Cybercore coming up as well for Neeb. And then immediately another Adept coming out. So at this point, we've kind of just reset, right? It's 2 base to 2 base. TLO has his base up. Neeb has his base up. It's 24 to 23 Harvesters. Gateway's up here as well. Cybercore at the same time. TLO's getting speed for his Lings, but it's pretty much even at this point in time. 8 Lings died in exchange for 2 probes, a Cybernetics core, and a gateway. It's going to be a Stargate opening here right at the front door for Neeb. So he's probably going to follow up with this an Oracle thing and hope that TLO is not paying attention and hope he's not ready for it. But you know what? It's TLO. I haven't really seen him be caught with his pants down versus an Oracle ever, possibly. Ever, possibly? I don't know. All right. So we do have an Oracle name ready to go. I'm looking it over right now, and it... Oh, okay. I guess it does make sense. It makes sense now. So if we need to use it, we will use it. TLO making another hatchery at his natural base location. I'm going to call this his natural, and the base that he took second as his third. Just how this is going to work here today. So it is an Oracle. Oracle name, Deatharok. Alex's line. Haha, you got killed by a Banshee, Deatharok. You know I can kill you and possess your body, mortal. Sorry, Mr. Deatharok, sir. From now on, it's Master Deatharok. Yes, Master Deatharok, sir. Now go and fill the Oracle name list before I cut out your eyes and feed them to my fell hounds. Alex, ... What is going on here? Adept, really? Adept just got... Sorry, guys, reading an Oracle name. Where? Oh, 2 Adepts. already murdering stuff here inside the main base of TLO, then coming down to the third base as well. Not able to get another kill before he gets picked off by those speedlings, but dang, son, that was pretty good. Pretty good depth to harass. So this is Deatharok, the Oracle that Alex summoned and threatened to eat his eyes or something. It was not great. It was not a great thing, so Master Deatharok. Moving across the map here, trying to get some stuff done, but again, I think there are spore crawlers. There are spore crawlers in each of these mineral lines that exist right now. Natural base is not done, so no need for a spore crawler there. Queen getting some shots off. Free shots on an Oracle is always a nice thing to get against these units. Some speedlings moving down the low route to try to get some stuff killed as well. TLO is flying an Overlord to scout the third base timing. Neeb doesn't care if TLO sees this or not. Hey, third base is coming up. Try to stop it. There are 3 Adepts. Cancel the transfer. Oh, they do cancel the transfer just in time. Mothership Core and 3 Adepts. Pretty good against a handful of Lings. 8 of them. To be example, TLO recognizes that and gets the heck on out of there. Oracle really waiting for her chance to get in. Deatharok the Oracle. That sounds like Deatharok the Oracle. Which, hey, I'm not going to judge. I'm not here to judge anybody on the tone or timbre of their voice. Timbre. Is it timbre? It's spelled timbre, so I don't know. English is stupid sometimes. Probably, actually, that's probably a cognate for other Romance languages. Lings running around, just being little spazzy Lings here. Ba -ba 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 -ba. TLO making them run back and forth in circles like they're dogs or puppies, which exactly, you know what? Exactly the inspiration behind the Puppy Zerglings in Carbot Animations StarCraft. So got Lings out, got Queens out. There are some Adepts here with a couple Phoenix and Oracle support as well. Walling out the front door with Evolution Chambers as TLO. The Adept's going to have a hard time getting in here, especially with Queens stabbing him in the face. The Lings can't really affect it. Queens, dude, this Phoenix might actually die. No, Neeb gets it out of there. And actually canceling the Evolution Chambers. The Adepts are coming back, though. The Adepts are coming back. Going to lose a Queen. No good, Micro. Man, these pro players, okay, did lose it there. I was going to be really impressed that he saved the Queen, but he didn't. Couple Adepts do fall to the Zergling response here. Oracles flying around, throwing down a Stasis Ward in TLO's mineral line. What? That's awesome. Haven't seen that in a while. Going to go ahead and try to kill as many of these as possible. It is just a Spore Crawler. It's not a Spore Crawler and a Queen. So 5 drones get killed. Neeb did not lose anything in that point. Lings trying to kill these Adepts that are just trying to go back home. And a couple of them do die there. Whew, that's actually a good number. 8 Adepts have been killed so far. Lings heading back home. Sentries are now out for Neeb, or Neeblet, as he's sometimes called. 4 kills on one Oracle, 1 on the other one, and a 4th base coming up for TLO. Despite all of this damage he's taken, he still has 63 workers. Neeb has 61. And the 4th base is up and happily running for TLO right now. I mean, good gravy, miss maybe. Baneling Nest coming in, +2 missile attack on the Evolution Chamber. Now, I'm not going to go on a rant about how I hate Banelings in ZVP. I'm not. I'm just going to point out that in the games I've cast, in pro ZVPs, where the Zerg goes Banelings, they lose more often than not. I don't have the exact numbers, but I just feel like I've seen so many Zerg losses where Banelings crash harmlessly against big stuff like Immortals and Archons, where force fields trap them in little circles of death and they get killed from the outside by ranged units. I just feel, it makes me feel nervous as a Zerg fan to watch Banelings come out against a Protoss player. Now, TLO might not be going mass Baneling, right? You know, I just have a couple, maybe for some Baneling drops, which is totally fine, but if they're a huge part of your composition, I just don't see it working. Especially now that there's Storm as well. Storm being researched by Neeb. I mean, this composition is really, really good against Banelings. Maybe if there are some Archons out as well, that'd be a little bit better, but regardless. Oracle trying to kill some stuff. There are just too many Queens running around, though, for this to happen. 3 Queens on the ground. Actually, only 3 Queens. 1 Queen has died so far. Spire, Infestation Pit morphing in for TLO at the same time. 7 Banelings on the way. Hydralisk going to be Hydrabane. Hydrabane here from WCS Austin. So this is a fairly recent game. We're still seeing this strategy. And again, in fairness, out of TLO, I haven't really seen it out of anybody else from WCS Austin so far, but I haven't cast a whole ton of the games to really know exactly if that's a fair representation or not. Psionic Storm's about 30 seconds away from completing. Lings, Banelings, and Hydras are here. Photon Overcharge comes up for Neeb a little bit prematurely. The Banelings, get caught! Oh, they get caught in the Stasis Ward. 4 of them do. The Lings, I don't know, man. Oh, Lings getting caught in a Stasis Ward at the same time. This is the best Stasis Ward usage I've seen from a Protoss in a while. 6 more Banelings morphing into the front door. Storm is just about done. You can see it on the right side. Zealot legs done. Archon morphing in as well. Archon going to absorb some good Baneling shots. Zealots taking the brunt of some of these Banelings, wounding them quite immensely. Immortal barrier activating on that dude, and TLO waiting for reinforcements. He's got his Hydras with their +2 attack. He's got his Lings as well. There's the Storm. Oh, eating up a bunch of those Banelings and those Lings. Immortal not dead, but very close. Very close to being dead here. TLO making more reinforcements come across the map. A Zealot counterattack by Neeb, sneaking up the right side. Where are they going to go? Where are they trying to go is the question of the day. 4th base getting warped in here by Neeb. And TLO would really like to kill this. Oh, he forces a cancel anyway. Did Neeb not know the army was there? Seems like Neeb didn't know the army was there. Guardian shield is up, decreasing the damage done by those Hydralisks by 2. Is it by 2? Yes, by 2. Big old storms on those Hydras. Again, storms are great against Hydraling and Baneling, which is everything TLO is doing right now. Corruptors coming in as well. I don't know what the Corruptors are for exactly. Zealot counterattack here at the 4th base, getting cleaned up by Lings fairly handily. They're taking a lot of Lings with them, though, that's for sure. Enough Queens and Hydras show up to get rid of those dudes. Force fields up at the same time. Revelation being thrown down on the army. Corruptors are here for TLO. I don't know what they're for exactly, unless they're going to try to snipe some bases, which would be pretty cool. But we have an Immortal, Archon, any High Templar in this group? High Templar Zealot group with Sentry support for Neeb, sitting right inside of the front door of TLO's army. Lings and Hydras are coming. Lings just getting absolutely massacred. They picked off a Sentry, though. Oh, and good target fire thing, but the Hydras getting rid of those as well. So much Storm, though. So much Storm that TLO has to Storm dodge. Archons standing right up in front. The Hydras are just so maneuverable. They're a little bit extra tanky with their 90 hit points. Banelings firing on an Archon, killing that guy pretty well. Both players are dancing to their heart's content. More Stasis Swords getting warped in. Are they warped in or summoned? They're probably summoned, is what I'd have to say about that. Greater Spire on the way from TLO, though. A lot of Zergs going for these Broodlords on the channel recently, which, hey, I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of Broodlords. I like them quite a bit. I wish we could see more of them, so I'm not going to complain. More Zealot counterattacks for Neeb. They've got shards. They've got +2 attack as well. The Lings have +1 melee. Nobody has armor, and the Hydra still have +2 missile. So again, Immortal count is absolutely huge right now. There's 11 Immortals here. More Templar joining the battle. Archons in front. I like this position from Neeb very much. Very much indeed. Queen at the front gets murdered by the Archons with +2 attack, doing 43 damage. Splash to all biological units they come into contact with. Zealots here at the natural, or the 3rd base, doing some work. Hydra's going to deal with them pretty handily. The Broodlords are morphing in. The 12-minute Broodlords from TLO are here. The Storm, though. Oh, the blanket Storm on the Broodlords. Are they all going to die? Oh, the Broodlords. There are 2 surviving here. Can they get taken down by anything? No, does pop in full health. Another Cocoon going to pop here as well. Only 2 Broodlords is so much better than 6. The 4th base is gone, though. 11 drones killed at the same time. The Archons need to focus down these Broodlords, but they're not. But they are not. These are actually forcing Neeb back. The Hydra combination with the 2 Broodlords going to be enough. The Immortals actually care about 2 Broodlords. Oh, Stalker group just warping in with +2 attack as well. Blink's being researched, but is not done yet. It's a lot harder for the Stalkers to get under these Broodlords if they can't blink under them. Trying to do some Warp Prism micro here is Neeb. Any more Broodlords on the way? 1 more Broodlord on the way, but losing those, what was it, 4 or 5 Broodlords just got stormed out of existence. That was just a beautiful play by Neeb there. So 4th base, 5th base done for Neeb as well. It's on 5 base to 3. Neeb is looking pretty good. Pretty good here. His position is fairly enviable. 174 to 107 total supply. Neeb is up substantially, 73 to 58 total harvesters. 21 drones have died. 2 probes have died so far. It's Immortal, Stalker, Archon, Storm, Sentry, Composition, Oracle still flying around trying to find stuff to do. Corruptor wants to kill it. Revelation thrown down on the Broodlords. There are only 3 of them. I think Neeb feels pretty good about that, seeing just a small number of Broodlords that he has to deal with. And here we go. We have the +3 upgrade working on it. Yeah, 5 seconds away from that. Blink 9 seconds away as well. I think Neeb's waiting for these 2 things to happen. Unfortunately for him, melee attack level 2 is just about finishing up for the Zerg player as well. So TLO's going to have some Zerglings that hit a little bit harder. Broodlings that hit a little bit harder. Big old Zealot warping inside the main base of TLO. Losing a couple drones maybe, but the Hydra response is too good. Meanwhile, marching up to the 3rd base. What can stop this? There are some Broodlords here, but the Blink Stalkers, they want to get it. No, they want to get the hatch first. Down to 2 hatcheries is TLO. Neeb's not even going to engage here. He just says, you know what? I think we're okay. Zealot warping to the main base once again. Going after more of these drones. TLO's down to 50, 49 harvesters. Forced to retreat as fast as he can. Neeb's army just pulls back once the Broodlords show up. They can't pursue. Broodlords are not good at pursuing, as it turns out. Zealots hitting disparate targets here. Greater Spire, Hive, and then the Hydras show up with +2 attack and murder them pretty darn easily. Hydra DPS, pretty good. Pretty good. against Zealots. But that's 7 dead drones during that attack. TLO is being doubled up in supply. Neeb has 190, TLO has 104. More Revelation thrown down. There are, in fact, 7 Broodlords in the sky. We're going to make it 8. Going to make it 8 here, and is Neeb not even bothering to make Tempest? I mean, that's a lot of Broodlord to deal with. I mean, we've seen players deal with this many Broodlords before without any Tempest. It's not impossible for sure. But I'd like to see maybe some even more Stalkers. Some Archons are getting mixed in here. I mean, that's a full 47 damage splash versus biological. If the Broodlords are stacked at all, which they can do, TLO positioning them well over this edge where they can retreat if they need to. TLO going to lose his 4th base again. He loses the 4th base again. The Blink Stalker's getting right under the Broodlords. One dying immediately. Another one might get taken down. Is there any transfuse available? And no transfuse available. Broodlord's getting absolutely removed from the game by these Stalkers. The Hydra is trying to deal with it as well here. The Broodlings trying to confuse the issue. Immortals sneaking in this left side for the flank attack, absorbing some of these Broodling hits so the rest of the army can cut up this ramp. Well played. Well placed there by Neeb, and that's it. TLO with the good game. TLO is defeated, and Neeb is your victor. Well done. Well done by Neeb. Just a beautiful, beautiful play by our Protoss player. All you who are fans should be happy about that. Resources lost as usual. Telling the story here. We got a full 21,000 resources lost by the Zerg player compared to 15, maybe 16 for Neeb. 4 Broodlords died. An Infestor, 13 Banelings. Again, the Banelings just weren't a huge part of the game, but they didn't really help as much either. 199 Zerglings died with their +2 attack. 11 Archons. That's a lot of Archons, actually. That's more than I expected to die. Hydra is pretty good in that situation. An Oracle gets killed. 4 Sentries. A High Templar. That's pretty good. Babysitting his High Templar as well was Neeb, and 50 Zealots in this game. So, good one. Good one for sure, and that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.